she doesn't speak English very well, and he
Yes.
doesn't speak her language at all.
Yep.
So that's why we mentioned at the beginning of this video, it's good like to have a communication. That's why Mahal is offering these lessons too, because it can help with some of the barriers because they're real.
So hi guys, we're actually this morning we started walking from the condo going to McDonald's and coming from here. It's really hot.
It's a 40-minute walk
Yeah.
from the condo to McDonald's, in case you're wondering.
So
And
I'm
we've done
sorry
it
for
twice.
my messy hair.
Sorry for my messy hair too.
So guys, what's for our topic for today?
Walking to McDonald's takes 40 minutes. We've done it twice. Both times it was
Are you
40
kidding
minutes.
me, my dear?
It's not our topic, no.
Yeah,
But
it's not our
nice to
topic.
know. You come over here. How long does it take to walk from here to here? Or X to B or A to B or so on? X to B.
So
It's
what's
weird.
our topic?
So, are we going to talk about like your teaching lessons or not?
No.
Okay,
we already
watch
did
another
that.
video. We talked about her teaching lessons. If you want to learn about when you're coming here to the Philippines, it's good to know some key phrases, key words, and so on. She's going to be teaching classes to people who want to talk with her one-on-one, and she can give you the correct way to say things, the correct dialogue, and give you some hints of what to say, what not to say, and so on. She's going to be doing that one-to-one with classes. So, you know, you're a foreigner, coming over here, talk with her, hook up with one of her classes, talk
Yes,
with her.
and
That wasn't
also,
our topic.
and also I can help you how to deal with your Filipina,
See?
how to find a good Filipina too.
Yeah, and those are
Yeah.
good things to know. Trust me. There's a lot of things she can give you the inside skinny on that I didn't know until I got here. I'm here a year and a half, and I had to take a long time to figure it out because I have to bring it up in conversation so she can tell you in a very concise conversation. So anyway, that's not our conversation.
Yeah.
Conversation. We had so many we talked about. Like, what about the one at
Yes.
McDonald's? We were talking today while we're at McDonald's. Talking about being upfront.
Yeah, you have to, especially if you're meeting online. Even if when you come here, yeah, you have to before come here. Of course, you have to communicate your Filipina about your situation, no matter how wealthy you are or not. Yes, you have to be upfront because majority of us expecting you that you have a lot of money, especially the family. And sometimes the family is really hard to please when it comes to foreigner because we're expecting, we're expecting too much, and we're expecting that you help them, you help us to get out from poverty.
Yeah, a lot of people are expecting that. And that's one
Yes.
thing we were talking about. We were just having a lunch earlier and we were talking about this. We just thought we'd share it with you because, like, I was telling Mahal that, you know, I really did not have that in my mind when I was thinking about coming here. I didn't think at all that someone was kind of looking for my money. Not that I had any anyway, but I wasn't thinking that, right? But that's a real thing, right? It's
Yes.
a big thing.
Yeah, because I have a friend. We're not that close, that much close, but at least we talk, we meet personally, and she told me about her problems. Like she was depressed, with anxiety, and even caused her with health condition. Yeah, because there's a certain problem in the relationship. I'm not sure if how long they stay together, but prior to that, the foreigner shower her a lot of money and material things.
Yeah.
They travel a lot, stay in the luxury hotel or something like that. Yeah, they spend even millions just to buy some properties, but it didn't end up well or something like that. There's a lot of money wasted, yes. But even if it's like that, she's happy because she hold money. Yes. And then when they decided to live together, it became 360 difference. Yeah, from what she's expecting.
A big change.
Yeah, it's really,
360
yes,
change.
yes. It's because since she's already expecting that she can do whatever she want. Yeah, because she's doing that before they live together, and when they live together, it's really different. It seems like to her it's a prison to her. She can't do anything. She can't go somewhere without asking permission. It's because there is a health problem from the guy, and yeah.
So, I guess the point is, you really need to talk about everything up front. How it's going to be, like when the foreigner arrives, how it's going to be, things like that. You really have to be up front before it all happens. So you know the expectation, you're not disappointed by anything on both sides.
Yeah.
We did all that, didn't we?
Yeah, and also the guy is like, the guy is more on, when it comes to finances, the guy is more on like, if she will buy something, he's looking for a receipt, he's asking what did he buy, well, what is this for, item per item or something like that. Yeah, so it's really different because she was not expecting like that. Yeah.
And that's the point. She was not expecting. But if you had talked more up front, that's where you settle it, right?
Yeah.
And you were telling me that this particular example, she doesn't speak English very well, and he doesn't speak her language at all.
Yep.
So that's why we mentioned at the beginning of this video, it's good like to have a communication. That's why Mahal is offering these lessons too, because it can help with some of the barriers, because they're real and they don't communicate real well with the language. Like sometimes we have some little problems, but basically we know what each other is saying, so we don't have any real big problems and such. But some of these guys, they don't even speak anything, and the women don't speak hardly anything either, so they're really got a real language problem. Right? So you got to talk about things up front to really understand each side. Might sound like basic, but you don't realize how important it is, and how much problem there could be based on the language itself.
Yes. So you have to be very upfront. Yeah. And first thing also, do not shower your Filipina a lot of material things which you cannot continuously doing it.
Yeah, because she'll have their own expectation.
Yes, exactly. Because the last time I talked to her, she's really crying because it's give her a heartache. It's give her a hard time to cope up with everything. Like I told her that the guy is really nice to you and look for your future, but she can't deal with it because it's really frustrating when before you have a relationship with a foreigner, you can go out, you have freedom, and then when you're in the foreigner, you don't have freedom. It's because there's also the foreigner has health condition that she cannot live for more than an hour, without someone to look after her husband. Yes. So I guess you need to talk.
Yeah, it's all about the expectations.
Yeah,
and how well you communicate about those. It really is.
The only problem there is they can't talk well. They can't talk well. They even just like they have their own world. The guy has looking for someone to talk to online which can understand him, and the girl also talking to her family instead of trying hard also to connect or practice speaking English. They don't do that. Yes.
It's a real life example of things that could possibly go wrong if you do not communicate well at the beginning.
Yes.
You really have to, at the beginning, communicate well. Communicate your expectations, understand her expectations, and really get to the bottom of both sides of the expectations. And if you're finding that the language barrier is really something, think twice about it, because unless you're going to really work on that together, it'll only get worse. Yeah.
He even questioned me if like, did I do that to you? Like, no, we're different. We talk.
Yeah, and that's the key, because I brought up one example, which is kind of what she mentioned in this example that she's talking about. But I'm so glad we talked about things, because we both understood. Because like before I came here, I would try to help her get situated with life and things like that with finances. But then I also said, but when I come there, I said I'm going to need to use some of those finances in order for us to survive. So I didn't want her to have the false expectation. Okay, well I'm still going to give you this, and we're just going to live too. So you got this amount, and because I didn't have it. I just didn't have it, and I told her up front. So she understood, she knew, and I was thinking in my mind, okay, well she can make a good judgment of that. If she's not happy, she'll let me know.
Yes,
But
and
the
also
thing is to tell up front.
yes, and also before I meet him, I talked to my family that my foreigner is not a rich guy, so he lives with paycheck to paycheck. So we need to understand something like that. Yeah, like
both
they
sides.
understand. Yes.
And you really got to do this. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, you really got to do
Yes.
it. And I can see all the comments now. It's common sense, common sense. Of course,
Yeah.
it's common sense, but people aren't paying attention to common sense, because we're seeing it. She's giving one example, and I'm telling you, it happens.
Yeah,
you know.
don't give your Filipina a false hope of giving her comfortable life which you cannot afford in the long run.
Make your decision on what
Yes.
you are.
Yeah.
So I'm like this. I probably make this much, and I've got these many bills, and I got to keep doing this or whatever. And just kind of, and if she understands, it's great.
Yes. So I guess that's for today's
Yeah,
video.
expectations. Make sure
Yeah.
you got them clear on both sides.
Yeah. So God bless everyone.
God bless you.
Want to jump back in here to say, like, I'm offering a class to those who wants to learn Filipino language or Visayan language, like Tagalog and Bisaya. I'm also offering about the culture of a Filipino, or how to deal with your Filipina and the Filipinas family. I hope I can see you soon. Just message me in our email or in the comment below. And the email is filipinak1@gmail.com.